and I was selfish and asked for half the rent and ate it. There were certain situations where I felt like she was using sense, like she was using sense for me, and to my greatest surprise, both of them became besties right under my roof. I saw her in school a couple of times. She moved past me, I walked past her, and that was it. Hey beautiful people, welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome on board. My name is Rejoice Ojede. So guys, this is the part 2 of the shege that I have seen in the hands of roommates. Without further ado, let's jump right into this story time. So picking it up from the last time I stopped, like from the other story time. So literally this second girl, I had already moved to my own house at the time, but she was somebody that we were classmates but different options. My faculty has different departments, and in each department there are different options. So we're in the same department but different options. So yeah, we are not classmates, were we? No, we were not. So but basically we were in the same faculty and in the same department and the same level, but because we both were doing education courses, we attend edu classes together. It's a combined class for every option, department, everything in the faculty. So that was how I knew her. She was somebody that I know really liked me. You know, you don't know how, you must know when somebody likes you or not. She liked me genuinely, and we were friends. She had swag, she was very fashionable, so I liked her. And one thing that made me click with her, we were both receiving class, more like gossiping, but the class, when we were 100 level, the class was always so full, so we were outside just waiting, like just outside, because there was no seats inside. And then we saw somebody, and then she moved, and we both talked about this. So I was like, oh, this person can gossip, like we can actually do sign language and understand each other, because you know, moving to a new place, you don't really know how people are and all that stuff. So I knew that at least we could relate. So I really liked her too, but I knew that she really liked me. But we had a common mutual ground in which we bonded very well. She was also having roommate issues with her own roommate at the time, where the roommate was treating her anyhow, as well as my own roommate was treating me badly. So when we come to school, it is battle of who is receiving it hot more from their different roommates, basically. So we bonded over that until I got my own place. And yeah, I think she came to visit me in my own house and all that stuff. Then the whole corona thing, we went on break. Then I think December 2020, she messaged me and told me that her roommate had asked that she leave the house, that she's no longer interested in being roommates, that she's going to give her money back and all that stuff. And she was like, oh, if she can stay with me for a couple of months or a while. To be honest, the major reason why I accepted was for my own selfish gain. I knew she had a lot of stuff, and growing up with sisters is normal to wear each other's stuff and everything. And because even before the whole corona thing, we were already sharing stuff and everything like that, you get. So I was like, okay, no problem, let's stay together, so long as she was going to find her place along the line, you get. So 2021 came, I think I resumed, and then she came, she brought her things, settled in, and we started living together. Now this is where I say I am too self-aware to understand where I am wrong or right. With her, it was a process for me, it was a development process for me when I was getting to know myself better, and I did not know that I cannot cohabit with somebody. So a lot of things stemmed from me being at fault. This is me speaking honestly. But where I say me being at fault, it's not as if she did not have her own things that were quite irritating. But irritating, I don't mean like she was disgusting or anything, but because I have pepper body too much and I get easily irritated in like not actual disgust, yeah. So it got to me more than it will get to an average normal person. I say normal because trust me, I know that the level of my pepper body is high. So that was it basically. I did not know that I could not cohabit with somebody. So when she came, it was smooth and beautiful, but the little things here and there made me realize that okay, this might not be a walk in the park. Because I remember a certain scenario where I was supposed to go out that night and had already prepared my things to go out, and then it turned out that my plan got cancelled, and then she burst out into laughter, ha ha ha, that I had already prepared my things to go out before. Oh God, like it's very normal, right? But because I get easily irritated, those were the kind of things that were just building up. That was like, oh no, I really need my space, and all that stuff. Just the fact that I could not be on my own, hear my own self think, not like, oh yeah, she was actually noisy, yeah, hear my own self think without the actual presence of a human being. This was what me and my sister, we were talking a couple of days back, and that was what we both concluded on, that it's not even about the person doing stuff or anything. It's just the fact that I just want just my presence in my own house. You understand it? So that was it. And I was selfish and asked for half the rent and ate it, because my parents did not even know that I was housing somebody and all that stuff. She was seeming like a leech, not a leech, but there were certain situations where I feel like she was purposely being stingy. Not stingy, but there were certain situations where I felt like she was using sense, like she was using sense for me. I would go home and bring food stuff, and she kept hammering on the fact that she's not going to travel home until December. And in my head I was like, okay, I'll bring food stuff, you come and eat, while you are not bringing anything and you're going to wait till December before going home, literally. So therefore you are not contributing anything. And there were situations where I wanted to cook and I would go and cook without asking, let us contribute this or let us contribute that. And she would want to cook, and she would bring up the suggestion of, I want to cook stew, how much you go bring, make I bring this amount. Like it was just like, oh, I would do things without, I mean, it's just normal, right? But then that's it. And then the thought of coming into my house and not seeing it as I like, just the presence of somebody basically. She liked noise a lot. She loves listening to music, and anybody that knows me knows that I do not like noise. I barely listen to music. I only listen to music when maybe I'm doing a house chore. I don't even know how to feel right now. I have been recording and I just realized that my mic went off and everything I was saying was not audible. But anyways, she would always play music, wake me up with a startle, and I do not like waking up startled. I like waking up on my own without any external force or anything. But she would wake up as early as 6:30 a.m. and start playing music, which was really irritating and hard to live with. But yeah, that was just it. With her, it was just a case of me not being able to cohabit. Well, everything that happened within the space of 1 year, and genuinely speaking, it was just a little bits and pieces of different things that she was just doing that I could not just condone, or I was not comfortable with, or basically it's normal, but my pepper body did not allow it to be normal to me and all that stuff. So basically, yeah, that was it. And I knew that definitely we'll have to go our separate ways, because I knew that I could not continue like that. Like I could not continue being in a place where I was feeling suffocated and I did not have peace. Not like she was troublesome or anything, but just not being comfortable in my own space basically. So yeah, another thing happened, that with another girl, another experience, probably I did not learn my lesson, even how all those things were going on. The girl and I are somewhat cool, so I would not be so gory in my storytelling. But November, she had another problem with her roommate. She did not have anywhere else to go, and we were not that close for me to be the first option, but I don't know. But she said she wanted to come stay with me, and Rejoice the Good Samaritan, okay, no problem, come and stay with me. She came and it was all good. She did not stay for long, maybe 2 weeks max, but she came and was staying with me. But at that time it was already November, and imagine the whole thing going on with that my other roommate from January till November. So there was a lot of tension, there was a lot of everything. We were not really speaking as much, just talk when necessary and everything. So when that girl came, she she knew of the dynamics of things. She knew that my me and my roommates were not so cool, but yeah, she came and started staying with me, and to my greatest surprise, both of them became besties right under my roof. I mean, it's okay to, I would not want you to inherit an enemy because I'm not cool with this person. I mean, it should just be cordial. You don't know this person, you know this person through me, and you are very aware that this person and I are not of good terms. But yeah, she had other plans. They became best friends. I would be at home, they'll go out together, they'll buy food together and eat. They would leave me. Hell, one particular experience that I remember when I said in my previous story that I don't know how to push wheelbarrow. So the the woman that was selling water was very close to my house, but it was still a distance and you still carry gallon. Basically, I fetched water for two of us that we were both going to use. That is me and this other girl that is my friend that came and said she did not have anywhere to stay, right? So I was fetching 2 gallons, and it was, see, I am very small and I do not have strength, but yeah, I mean, we are two now. Me, I can manage 1 gallon for a couple of days, not a couple of days, but yeah, at least I can manage it to the best of my ability. But because we are two, I had to fetch 2 gallons. So I had carried the first one. I was fetching the second one when I saw two of them coming, and I was like, oh, thank God you are here safe. My hand is paining me, come and carry this second one. And she was like, for yeah, they play now, maybe not they play now, I don't know if they play now, was raining there, but she just acted like I was not fetching the water for two of us, and she had no interest or business with doing such. That's how she laughed and walked past me, and I had to carry the water that she would still use. That's how they were doing best friends. So right under my roof, eating and everything. And eventually she left. I don't think she stayed more than 2 weeks. And when she left, I was not aware. You can imagine, I was not aware of her plans and all that stuff. I just came back home and saw that her things were not in the house. And then I messaged her like, you told me you were coming to my house, you left, you did not tell me. It was later I found out that it was that my other roommate that helped her carry her things to her, I don't know where she went to, but basically that's how they formed friendship and made me a bad person right under my roof. I don't know, probably I'm taking the matter seriously, but I just feel like it was really anyhow at the time, seeing that you knew of everything, you came and decided to turn me to one bad person, and you are creating or forming friends with somebody that I'm not cool with. It's okay to talk, but what was that whole display of best friendship and everything? But anyways, it passed, and she left. When she left without informing me, she just gave one haphazard excuse, of course. Then a couple of months down the line, she messaged me and was like, she does not have anywhere to go, let her just stay with me for a couple of times. Once bitten, twice shy. You want to come and do that one with me? I vehemently refused, and I did not want that again. And fortunately, I have grown enough to understand that I cannot cohabit with people no matter what. If you are not my sister, it's crazy. Like, my sisters are the only people in this world that can be in my space and it do not feel like they are choking me. I don't know, probably we grew up together and I am used to them and all that stuff. But yeah, I am grown to understand that I cannot cohabit with people, no matter how touching your story is, no matter if I don't have money, I would definitely find enough to rent my own space. Yeah, because it's the fastest way to lose friends. Because when I told her that I think 2022 January, yeah, we stayed the whole of 2021 together. So 2022 January, I told her that, oh, see how it's going to be. I would not want us to be in the same space anymore, not because of you or anything, but just because of me. Because literally it was just me, not necessarily her. It was just me. And she was like, I think all those things of like all those God day now, all those kind of things. And I was like, oh, yeah. no matter what. That was it. And after that, I left that house that I was staying in. I moved to a new place, and she also moved the day that I moved. And for a while I had her phone number, and I don't know why I've always met childish people. With her, she was quite mature in her thinking and everything, but her online behavior was really nasty. As much as you say if the shoe fits, but let's just be honest, when somebody's literally throwing a shade at you, you know she's throwing a shade at you. So literally commenting, oh, friends don't do me for this life, if not be this one and that one, all those really unnecessary stuff, or making it seem like it was something so horrendous and preposterous, like literally writing quotes, putting this, just talking a lot. At a time, Seth, she was involved in an accident, and I told her, oh, sorry, and she did not reply. And the next thing she posted on her status, somebody that just had an accident, if now you plan my accident on time, what are you saying? I was the one that oh god, I was the one that caused you to have accident or what? But anyways, that was it. I just kept her for a couple of while or a couple of time, and I just blocked her because there was no point salvaging the friendship. She already had what she had in her head, and truthfully, the whole 1 year together, just like it was blissful at the beginning stage, but along the line, it was repairable. But from her own end, she did not want anything to do with me, and I respect her decision. But yeah, I blocked her, and that was it. Sometimes I miss her and wish that the friendship blossomed, because she's an amazing person, and aside us cohabiting and it's not working out, she's an amazing person, and I wish that it's, you know, I was still friends with her. But some friendships come and go, no matter how they end, no matter in what way or form they came. Some people are not meant to be in your life forever, and that was just it, basically. So yeah, I blocked her, and that is that. After that, and we are no longer friends, and we are in the same department. I saw her in school a couple of times. She moved past me, I walked past her, and that was it. That's life for you, basically. So yeah, that is my second experience with roommates, and I know better now not to ever cohabit with anybody ever again. So yeah, I just decided to drop it on here because I know that I really had to tell you guys this story. I think I thought of it a while back, sometime last year, but I was like, maybe this incident is too fresh and everything. But yeah, I just decided to tell it on here. I have a couple of story times that I am still going to tell you guys, because I mean, story not the end. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Do well to like my video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment for me in the comment section, share it to your friends and loved ones, and I am going to see you in my next video or vlog. For now, it's going to be goodbye. Bye, sweethearts. Mwah.